Hi Libra, this is Melanie and I am Moon Soul Tarot. I'm going to be doing your reading for the month of April 2019. This video is a couple of days late. I'm sorry about that. Just a couple of things before I get started. I want to tell you that if you're cross-watching and your sign is not Libra there happens to be a message that resonates with you in this reading, then just know that that message is meant for you to hear. That being said, this is a general reading and not everything will resonate with everybody. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Also, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching my video, and I am so grateful to be able to offer readings on YouTube. If you would like a personal reading, you may contact me directly via email. The information will be listed below. And I'm going to shuffle, and while I do, I'm going to tell you some things that came up while I was meditating to connect to your sign. So, Libra, when I was meditating on your sign, I know that you're balanced people, but when I was meditating, I saw the scale was tipped in one direction, like all the way. So this may be, maybe this month, the month of April, something's going to come in that is going to have you feeling maybe a little bit unbalanced, off center. Or this could be pertaining to a decision that you, maybe you've been needing to make, and whatever this is coming in is going to sway you heavily in one direction or the other. So that's what I saw when I was meditating. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of your cards out here, and we'll see what the cards have to say. So far in the center you have the Hierophant card. In the position of your thoughts you have the Ace of Wands. In the You Now position is the Seven of Wands. In the Present Challenge you have the Lovers card. In the advice for the present challenge, the King of Wands. In the past, you have the World card. In the future challenge, you have the Five of Chalices. The advice for the Five of Chalices is the Four of Wands. Whoa. And the outcome is the Six of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Okay. So the center of your reading is the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant card is a Major Arcana card. It is, it could represent an institution. It could be like a school, or like you're, maybe you work for a big company. It could represent a spiritual teacher or a teacher just in general of some kind. So that's at the center of your reading. In the position of your thoughts, you have the Ace of Wands. And aces are representative of something new coming in, possibly a new beginning. And wands are creativity. So this could be some kind of new creative venture that you are starting. Maybe, I'm not sure what it has to do with. We'll have to dive a little deeper to see, but in your thoughts, this is a thoughts position. So maybe you are thinking about starting something new, maybe starting your own business, maybe just starting like a creative hobby, something of that effect. You see how beautiful this card is? It's got these flowers all around. So it's something that's going to make you feel really good and be really happy. In the You Now position is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands card for me is, it's like standing up for your truth, or it could be that you're guarded, or in this deck, it's depicted as somebody jumping from post to post, and you see these kind of like midair here in between the posts. So for me, it seems kind of like you're trying to keep your balance and avoid like falling into the water. So water in the tarot is represents your emotions or feelings, and so maybe you're trying to stay above your feelings, or I don't know, maybe you're trying to avoid your feelings. So that's in the You Now position. In the Past position, you have the World card, and this is also a major arcana. The World card could be an ending, like a big ending of something. Something is ended and a new cycle has begun. This card is like, it's got so many things in it, and they're all kind of like swirling around the center of this. It's like a storm. It's like the eye of the storm, basically. So in the past, maybe you had to be the one who was the balance. Like that is your sign. Maybe you had to be the one who was the calm one in the midst of some madness happening in your life. So for the present challenge is the Lover's card. So maybe this is a reading about love. I'm not sure yet. General readings are hard to tell because there's it's a general reading and it's not a person you're focusing on. But so the Lover's card, this could represent a decision as well. I feel like maybe that might be what it is, since that was what kind of came up for me when I was meditating on your sign. Anyway, so the Lover's card, this could represent actual love, or this could represent a decision. So I feel like this is in your challenge. So maybe the present challenge, you've been having a really hard time trying to make some sort of decision that needs to be made. In the advice position is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is, he is a fun, loving, creative king. And this could be a fire sign male. This could be like maybe you have to choose between two people. Could be male or female. But the person, maybe the advice is the person you should choose is possesses the qualities of a fire sign male. So that would be a creative man or somebody who is, I don't know, fun-loving and kind of brings out the best in people. So I guess the advice would be, if you have a choice to make and you have two people to choose from, maybe two lovers, the advice would be to choose the fire sign person. And if this isn't about love for you, then the advice could be, if you have a choice to make, then the advice could also be to go the creative route. If you have two things that, so maybe you're trying to make a choice between like two kind of career paths. If that's the case, you're thinking about the creative path. That's where your heart belongs. That's what you want to do. But maybe you have like a really good corporate job or something of that nature. But the advice here is to go the creative route. In the future challenges, you have the 5 of chalices. Future challenge, you have the 5 of chalices. So this is a card of loss. This is a card of kind of not really seeing, kind of dwelling on some sort of loss that you've had in your life. And not really seeing what you have still left before you. In this card, he has cups that he's thrown away. I don't know if you can see it. So there's cups, and there's 3 of them, and they're falling into the water. But what he can't see is that he still has 2 cups that are upright. And so his focus is completely on these cups that are falling, and that's really all he can see. It's kind of like he has tunnel vision. So your challenge is to maybe stop looking at the loss and stop focusing on the loss you've suffered, and instead focus on these 2 cups that are still here. Also, the 2 of Cups is the soulmate card, so it may be that you have a soulmate that you don't recognize. Maybe somebody around you that is your soulmate and you don't recognize it. Could be a fire sign person. And the advice for the 5 of chalices is the 4 of wands. So 4s are about stability. 4s are about your home, your relationships with your family. So the advice, I would say, is to focus on your home and the stability that you do have. This could also represent a marriage. So I would say the advice is to try to get over whatever's happened and focus on your home life and what you have before you. What's in the present instead of what's in the past. The outcome, this is a crazy outcome. So the outcome is the 6 of wands. We have a lot of wands cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wands cards. So the advice, the 6 of wands, first of all, the 6 of wands is a victory card. and it's a very positive card. It's a card of winning and victory and kind of getting what you want. And yeah, so it came out of the deck with the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords card is a card of, it could be a card of deceit, lying to somebody, or it could be like you just going it alone, like lone wolf mentality or being alone. So I'm not, maybe this could be about you like leaving a corporate job and going it alone to start a creative endeavor. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So maybe going back to the meditation that I had, maybe it's up in the air what you want to do. Maybe you have a choice to make between two jobs, and I think the clear message here is to go with the creative one instead of staying. Maybe maybe you're not happy where you are, and maybe you need a creative outlet. So I'd like to get a clarifier on the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords card here? Why is the Seven of Swords? Okay, so the Two of... Okay, so these two came out together. So I'm clarifying the Seven of Swords. So this is a card of partnerships and like starting to make things. You see, he's making these pentacles by hand, which goes back to the creative side of you. So I feel like the message here is kind of like repeating itself. The Two of Swords upright is a card of really not being open to the truth, not letting yourself see what's really happening, not taking off the blinder, and kind of like being closed off and not accepting the real truth. But this card came out upside down. So I feel like you do see the truth and you do accept it. And I feel like this reading is about you should go the creative route. If you want to like maybe start your own business or just do something creatively more than what you're doing now, as far as like a career or something, that if you do that and go it alone, then you will be victorious, and it'll be a really good thing for you. And I think that message is reinforced here like so many times. Okay, so that's your reading, Libra. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like, please like my video and subscribe. I'll see you next month. Bye.